Right. So we are going to be going into the fourth game of the series. Sorry, which map is this again?
This is Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak, right. In the top left-hand corner, up to one in the series, it is going to be Mind. And in the top right corner, in the red, can Larva actually come back? It is Larva. I said Larva twice.
Nice.
Nice.
So I will say that, right off the bat, because of the spawn location, this spawn in particular is not very good for mules. Your middle line are kind of tucked into the corner of the map, which means that you're gonna have less turrets needed to be built in order to kind of defend your main base. Again, natural is good for mules harass, but the main base, unfortunately for Larva, is not in the best location. I will say I might actually expect probably potentially 3 hatch lurker on this map because of the fact that you can try to abuse those ridges to your advantage.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Looks like Mind is going to be going for a much more standard build, building a supply depot in his main this time. Not going to go for any proxy shenanigans, nothing like the CC first that we saw in the last game either. So just a very standard opening for Mind.
Yep, very standard, and looks like Larva is going for the 12 hatch build. Got the Overlord, starting to build the drones, gonna move a drone over to that natural base soon.
Yeah, man,
And
I love
yeah.
this observing. It's
What
absolutely
is
excellent.
Larva smack talking right now? Oh no, I
I
think they're
hope
gonna
so.
pause. Wait, DD? What is going on?
I don't know. I don't know what these words mean. Nay?
I'm really confused. Anyways,
Uh,
we'll see. We'll see. We'll just see what happens. I thought that Larva was either smack talking or asking for potentially a pause or saying something in the chat.
yeah.
But whatever. 12 hatch gone down. Looks like he's gonna go for the 11 pool this time. Does not want to get caught by another 8 racks and go for the greedier 12 or 13 pool.
Yeah, I think that's a very smart idea in this case. Just so like that, Mind will do anything to win. So if it comes down to it, Mind could definitely do like proxy double 8 racks in the middle of the map or something in the final game.
Very possible. If you guys remember with the C versus best series game 5. Hey guys, I want to win. Gonna go for BBS in the middle of the map on Eye of the Storm against Protoss, and you won. So
That's how you
anything
win.
to win. Anything to win.
So looks like Larva is definitely going to be going into that triple hatch build. Not surprised to see that. I honestly don't think we've seen 2 hatch meta in a very long time. It's kind of died out with the advent of this +1 5 racks. You can never really get enough mutas to do significant damage. And once the +1 and the macro kicks in, it's so much harder to actually get any damage done with those initial mutalists and delay long enough to get that third base up.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. Ooh, the drone here are going to be able to block this ramp for a little bit, but the SCV will win that fight inevitably because SCVs are pretty broken.
Yeah, I love playing Terran in big game hunters because it's so much easier to like actually defend versus pressures. You just pull like 3 SCVs and they're basically like gods. They're just so good. They're like moving
Yeah,
supply
massive.
depots. They have so much health.
Yeah, massive. Still talking in the chat. What is going on here? Message Larva or something like that.
They seem to be a little bit confused. Jaw?
Oh, I think he's in observer mode, so he can't talk to the players. He might have to personal message him to know what's going on. Anyways, this is really distracting. I'm not gonna lie.
It
Plus,
is.
5 racks build once again going down for Mind here with a fast eBay and gas. So once again, I mean, this is a really good map for it. Very very big, wide open.
Right. Looks like we're definitely having a lot of technical difficulties. Larva's going to try to pick off this SCV in his main. Meanwhile, I think that's a Hydrogen going down. Oh, no, sorry. That is the third hatch. Oh, God.
You are so smart.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. I didn't pay attention earlier. So, with the fast second gas coming out and no Hydrogen out by now, we're definitely going to be going into mutas.
Yep, 100% Spire play coming out with the 3 hatch meta. And again, we'll have to see. Is Larva this time going to be able to defend really well and actually put down that third sunken? Or is he going to be really greedy again?
I think he's probably going to be greedy. This is how Zerg players are these days. They feel like they have to leverage every single little advantage they can. But surprisingly, having a lot of Zerglings out early on, it's going to be able to push away this early Marine poke that Mind was planning.
I like how mine just throws one SCV in front of his Marines and be like, "Yo, what's up, bro? Come at me." And Larva's like, "Okay, sir, I'm sorry. I'll run away now."
Dude, you know how strong SCVs are. Like that
No,
SCV will
I
tank
do.
like it'll tank like all of the Zergling hits for like 10 seconds and won't die because that's how good they are. Just in general, Terran is broken. That's what I'm trying to say.
SCVs are pretty good. Wait, no Tesagi in the chat, please.
Tasagi.
Oh my god, I don't need this bullshit right now, dude.
All right, so we're seeing the Spire go up now for Larva. He's going to be transitioning into those Mutalisks soon. I think with so many Lings out on the map, he may go greedy once again on those Sunkens because, like you said, if you're building a lot of units, you don't need a lot of Sunkens. But if you do go for the counterattack, you have to have something back at home. If you go for a counterattack with a whole bunch of Lings, just pure Lings back at home isn't going to do it. You're going to need at least 2 to 3 Sunkens to actually deal with any pressure. Or even up to 4 if it's very dedicated pressure from the Terran.
Yeah, this is something that we saw a lot back in Jaedong's prime, was that he would get a lot of Lings and not even get like any Sunken. And what he would do is he would just crush the Terran force coming out with Mutaling instead of building any Sunkens or wasting drones on them. We saw slower players like Savior go for a lot of Sunken colonies because he was slower. He didn't have the APM, and that's what defensive buildings are for. But it just comes down to, am I going to really make all those units? And if the answer is no, you have to build something. Like, you have to. Can't get greedy.
Well, in my opinion, I think it's better to just go ahead and do the Sunken play and get your Lings later because you end up with a little bit better economy early on. And also, you find yourself in a position where you have to add on the Sunkens later anyway, just in case the Terran guts it for your natural. So you might as well just go ahead and go heavy into the Sunkens early on. And then you can just follow up on that later. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong on that, but that's how I see this matchup.
Yeah, I think the difference is that you'd rather keep those 3 extra drones or 2 extra drones or whatever mining for a good period of time before you have to start putting them down. Once hive tech cars kick in, once dropships start to be built. So it does come down to how much extra minerals can I get with those drones.
Larva again cutting in between the outside force and the units in the natural. He's going to be able to kill off quite a few units early on before Mind actually retreats. And this time Mind does retreat, so we aren't going to see the crazy counterattack that we saw last game. And this is exactly what Larva wants. This is the sort of play that he wants to see.
Yeah, so the difference this time is that Larva did the backstab basically before mine had really moved out across the map, and this is what he needed to do last time. Last time mine was far too close to his base when he tried to go for the backstab. This time with the units really close, he says, "You're gonna pull back regardless," and I'm able to actually stall out this push a little bit. We do have a contingency of Marines walking out to that third base though at the same time, and there's not any defenses there. Lurkers are not out yet. Tigers are just now moving down. Yeah, he lost an overlord to this little group, and it's not a big group though, so he's gonna be easily able to clean it up actually.
Yeah, the Mutos alone should be able to do it, and as long as he's aware of that and he's getting down there, he'll be in fine shape. But the big thing to note is that Mind is moving out yet again, and Larva hasn't quite scouted this out, so he needs to be careful, make sure that's not coming into his third.
What is going on?
Make sure that that's not gutting for his natural either. He's got a good scouting link to make sure that nothing's coming in his natural, but this next group of units could be really dangerous for him to actually deal with.
I think he's got lurkers now. I think the 2 hydras were more in the middle of that. Oh, doesn't want to move his hydras over this M&M group, but he luckily fast APM. You would have definitely moved them over a group of Marines.
Oh, 100%. I would have lost all of them and then GG'd immediately after, but I'm significantly worse than Larva, so it's okay.
Significantly, yes, this is true. Reinforcements not coming out. Oh, the lurkers aren't done yet. Oh, the first lurker pops. The second one needs to pop. Larva. Oh, timing.
Timing delayed just long enough to get those lurkers up, so that's going to be really nice for him. But dropships are going to be coming out pretty soon, so even though Larva is officially, like, quote-unquote safe in both his natural and his third, he's got to make sure that he's got the drop defense prepared, that he's got enough units to deal with any potential drops that are going to be coming in pretty soon.
Yeah, really good by Larva, cutting off the reinforcement Marines that are coming out right now from Mine. Mine, he's trying to reinforce his group, trying to make this basically an invincible death ball. But Larva's doing a good job cutting off reinforcements, making sure that his death ball does not stay very big, and is again taking trades very, very cost efficiently. Just now getting at this third gas, so Defiler Mound this time a little bit faster, but there's no lurkers here. What is going on?
Yeah, that's really odd. He doesn't have any lurkers, and actually, mine is just gonna push straight in. No lurkers to actually. Oh wait, there was
Oh,
one
he's one.
lurker. Okay, it was
Oh,
hidden
he's got it
underneath.
under the Overlord. He's got it underneath the Overlord, so that's why he couldn't see it right now. Oh my God. Okay, I thought he was like literally about
Yeah,
to
but
die right
still a
here.
really good angle from Mind. He might still die, but actually he does manage to chip off enough units that he's gonna survive right now. That one lurker being a hero.
Yeah, wow, so smart by Larva there to cover that Overlord. I thought that Overlords, we were actually speculating this, that the Lurkers, because they look so much bigger in the remastered version, that they were going to be harder to hide on Overlords, but I guess it looks perfectly fine. The Overlord there, I need to see the Lurker. No, I don't think you saw it either.
I didn't see it either, but it's always difficult to tell because to some degree even the Sunkens cover it up as well. And
Yeah, this is
Mine
true.
continuing to drill in here. He's trying to get a good angle on these lurkers and kill them off, but it's not going to happen anytime soon, I think. I think Larva's actually defended pretty nicely. He's got 3 lurkers here. He's got 2 more morphing in, and Defilers are on the way pretty soon. But Mine does have those dropships coming in, and if Larva isn't prepared for the drops, he's going to find himself in a world of trouble soon.
Yeah, first Defiler is now out, so he will have Swarm this time for it. Milos are going to head over to Mine's base, and this is really smart from him right now. He's going to try to see if there's any dropships coming his way. He might try to pick them off with these Middleists. He definitely wants Scourge in position there at the third base and towards his natural position. Definitely doesn't want to get cut off by dropships, but I think Mine is going to go for the Science Vessels first, which is good for Larva. He's not going to be able to get punished by dropships randomly just yet. But he's got lurkers in position anyways to deal with it at his.
Yeah, I love that he cuts in with his Mutalisk early on just to make sure that there's just to scout what's coming out across the map, see if his opponent went for the dropships or the science vessels early on. And also it gives him a chance to maybe snipe off one of those units as they're coming out. But in this case, he's actually going to pull back the Mutalisk and use them for drop defense. He's really wary about the dropship first play.
Yes, he is. Mine behind this though, he's got all this map pressure right now. He's really comfortable to take a third base behind this. There's the double drop ships. Wow, the drop ships actually look like the the opener for the StarCraft 2 campaign where Jim Raynor gets dropped down. The drop ships kind of look
No,
like the one that
but I
he was
agree.
in. Yeah, they look super good. That's all I got to say.
Okay, good.
Anyways, yeah, Swarm going down. This course will be pushed back, but we'll have to see where this drop comes in. Really, really important.
Yeah, so this is going to be able to push this force back, and we're going to have a lot of pressure coming in with these double drop ships. Does he go for 2 more? Yeah, so it's the quadruple drop ship play.
4 drop ships. It's gonna be a big doom drop here. It might just go for an elevator into the base of Larva. I don't think Larva's expecting this. He thought it was gonna be a double drop ship play with just a small force, but 4 drop ships. This is actually very dangerous because if Larva gets pushed at the front with this big group of Marines here and at the drop at the same time, it's gonna be, I don't know how he holds.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit rough. He's going to make sure he replaces that Defiler that just died off. And where's the double drop or the quadruple dropship going? Is it going to be going into the main, or is it going to be going into the third?
It looks like it's going to the main. I think Larva has seen it with that Overlord just above the ridge there. He's also
Pause!
he's gonna look at the screen. Cover the screen. He's gonna look at the screen. He's like, oh, he's dropping there. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, luckily,
Cheater.
luckily he does have some units in position to deal with this. So if it does come in, he may be able to hold it off at first. The problem is there are really no Scourge in here, so I'm a little bit worried about that.
Yeah. There's one pair I think, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna deal with the other 3
yeah,
drops.
it's really smart what Mine is doing. So normally when you deal with this dropship play, you expect double drops because you expect the Terran to just kind of be placing all of their units in different places, pressuring at one side of the map, dropping on the other. So you don't really put a lot of drop defense in play. You put like a group of Lings and like 2 Scourge, and that's really good against double drops. But against quadruple drops, that's not going to do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is very, very scary. Larva has had a lot of good drop defense right now, though. He's got units in position. Here comes the drop. We're going to see how well this goes right now. The Mutalisk, Lings, and Scourge are going to come in here. One of the dropships does go down. And, yeah, oh my god, just 3 dropships dropping units. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so there are drops in the main. This is really smart by Mine. He's doing this huge drop in the main, while at the same time... Oh, is the Defiler going to go down? Oh, the Defiler lives. That's amazing. And Mine not paying attention to his units, maybe. Well, actually, I take that back. He's just target firing the lurkers, and it actually ends up working out really nicely for him.
Oh, the Defiler goes down!
Oh, this is so brutal.
My goodness.
Come back to
Fire
the
goes down.
main.
Why are you watching this? Go back to the main, you dumb caster. Oh my god, but right now these Marines are in the base. They're getting a couple of drone kills. Not as Eraser at the same time. Ling's drones all going down right now. The file is gonna get erased as well. That's hilarious, actually.
That's so obnoxious, but I think these Scourge are going to be able to clean this up. This is just such clever tactical play from Mine, keeping his opponent from ever actually having units in the right place. But behind this, you do have to look that Larva actually did establish his fourth. As long as he can actually stabilize from this and get all of his units back to mining and survive the next attack, he'll be in good shape. But here comes the next stim, and there's nothing at the natural to defend.
Mine is playing this so smart right now. He's really taxing Larva's APM right now. He's just going in so smart. Double irradiate going down the lurkers. He's going to pull back for a little bit, let the damage resolve, and then he's going to push in again. A lot of hackers down here. Needs to bring those reports. Oh, Firebats are out too. This is going to be so difficult for him to hold.
Yeah, he really needs to get that Defiler out. This is one of the things that Zerg players have to be on top of, is always having a Larva in the natural. And yeah, just too many units. They're going to overrun the natural. And even with this fourth base up, I don't think Larva is actually going to be able to come back in this game. He's trying to snipe those science vessels and get back in this, but this is just, it's too many units from Mind.
It really is. Third base goes down.
And a drop shot.
Oh, fourth base goes down. Another drop here. Yeah, it's over. Larva, really smart play by Mine, I gotta say. And his macro has been on point. He's never dipped below. He's never dipped above 1K minerals his entire game, basically. And it's very common to see SK Terran start to slip up in the macro. There's the GG.
There's the GG. Well played by Mine.
Well done by Mine. Well done. Congratulations to Mine winning the Thrill Star League.